12 years ago, the city of Shreveport, Louisiana passed a law kind of outlawing sagging pants. And 12 years later, they took a look at the effects of it, and here they are. Since the law against wearing pants below the waistline passed 12 years ago, a total of 699 black men were arrested for sagging, while 12 white men were arrested. Adding the 13 black women to the number of black men arrested gave a total of 712 black people out of 726 arrests. Total number of white people was 13, including 1 woman and 12 men. Black people made up 98% of the arrests for wearing pants below the waistline. And in Shreveport, Louisiana, the data I found was black people make up only 54% of the population.
Well, let me tell you what the racists would say. Well, black people sag their pants more than white people. It's just based off the numbers. The same thing they do with everything when it comes to indiscriminate policing or biased policing, especially on something like sagging pants. You know who sags their pants? Everyone.
I do. I do.
I mean, I didn't want to tell the whole audience this, but I've seen Brett's ass.
Yeah, and I apologize. The other day I was in the control room and I like leaned up against the wall and I was cold because my pants were so low that they were touching the drywall. But like the decision, oh gosh, it's just that black people sag their pants. Why are you arresting people for having low pants?
Exactly. You know why? Because they figure black folks do it more, or it was more connected to black folks. So like, hey, this is a good way for us to target certain members of society. It's another way of the broken, the broken headlight thing or the cracked windshields. Pull you over and be like, let me check out your car. Oh, there's something there wrong. Now I can investigate everything else about you because I know you got something going on.
It is essentially like making a law being like, it's gonna be okay for me to arrest people I'm racist against. Absolutely. That's it. You know what else? It's not just the pants, because that's ambiguous. As we found out that we arrested 12 white people. They clearly weren't doing anything wrong. So how about we just outlaw having darker skin?
I want you to let's mix this with we spoke earlier. I don't want to blank on her name. Emily Baker White earlier with the Plainview Project, where the Plainview Project is talking about they put forward public posts from Facebook posts from police officers and their approach to policing. And a lot of times it's aggressive, violent, and pretty much fatal. Mm-hmm. So put that together with them having the power to then police certain folks based off of how they're wearing their clothing, and then their mindset there. And after someone says, "Hey, get off my back! I'm wearing my pants, bro." Imagine how they might react to this. So you put this all together, and it's an atom bomb of violence and anger from the most violent anger of our society. With a gun in their hand.
The Shreveport, so City Councilwoman LeVette Fuller wants to abolish the law. At least 3 national news outlets reported on Fuller's proposal in connection with the death of Anthony Childs that occurred during an officer-involved shooting. Here is a little excerpt from the article. Forensic evidence showed SPD officer Travion Brooks fired 8 shots, 3 of which hit 13-year-old Anthony Childs. Childs shot 1 bullet into his own chest. That was the shot that killed him, according to the coroner. It's just.
So you can be mad about how this guy, because then this particular case, when the guy ran and the police ran around and he said, hey, drop the gun, and he shot him and the whole shootout happened. None of that starts, there's the victim. None of that starts unless they're trying to stop a guy for sagging his pants.
Yeah.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.